Ring a bell? This is getting to be a habit around Iowa Western. Bling and lots of it. Seeing double the fun for the Reavers. Champions ×2. Meanwhile on the pitch, the upstart Lynx kick it with some Saints. Seeing double the fun for Abraham Lincoln, or is it? The 16th ranked Falcons fly with the Eagles. St. Albert over the top against Underwood. Who will be the starting QB for the Reavers next season? A sneak preview during the spring season.
Hi, I'm Mark Royer, head girls soccer coach at Thomas Jefferson High School. Bluffs Sports Zone starts right now.
Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to the latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. Now, you can never get enough jewelry around here, you know what I mean? Now, this bling has got a little ring to it, serving up a heaping helping recently, and as always, ladies first.
And Council Bluffs, Iowa is going to be celebrating tonight. Iowa Western has won the national championship.
It was a night to remember. Well, here's another one. The 2013 Iowa Western Women's National Championship Soccer Team rings in its final chapter. The Reavers get their rings.
I think it just represents so much, overcoming so much, overcoming adversity, overcoming a lot of disagreements, a lot of trials along the way, but then so much more commitment, excellence, family.
Took my breath away. It was a beautiful ring. They're awesome. They're heavy, which is nice, and it's like something that I look at and I just remember now everything that we accomplished. So it's great.
It's meant so much to me. I came out here not knowing a single girl on the team, and I've grown so much with these girls, and I've gained 20 some odd sisters out of it. We became such a family, and we learned so much from our coaches and from the experience, and we're so humbled by it.
Has reality really sunk in now?
To be honest with you, JJ, it still hasn't, but I am ready to close the book on this season and do it again next year.
Yes, in the fall of 2013, the Iowa Western women's soccer team kicks in with its first national title. In the spring of 2014, the Reavers receive another reminder. It will ring true in their hearts for the rest of their lives. What a day, what a night back on November 23rd. The ladies win the national title first in Florida, and then about 30 or so minutes later, the men do their thing in Texas. Yes, one ring just leads to another. Keeper Will Lukowski and the Reavers running wild. The Iowa Western men's soccer team wins its first national championship. Like the ladies, they ate it up all again on a Friday night in May. There were speeches, emotional speeches.
A lot of ways I can't share.
And of course, rings, and plenty of them.
Oh, that's awesome. Anytime you get to celebrate in this fashion with rings, with good food, with great people, we couldn't have asked for anything better.
What'd you think when you got that ring and opened up that box?
Oh, it's pretty cool. It's kind of heavy. Now I get to go back, school I'm at now, they've won a national champion, so I got it too. So it's pretty cool.
I had heebie-jeebies the whole time. Oh man, I couldn't believe it. I still don't believe it. It's amazing.
I think it's all about the relationships the opportunity to experience great things within those relationships, and at the end of the day, we'll be able to take those memories with us in the future and hopefully do good.
Pictures worth 1,000 words, and the rings, much more. The Iowa Western men's and women's soccer teams reach the end of the rainbow together, and together they will forever be remembered. Time to get back on the pitch. Now, what are the state soccer rankings without a team from St. Albert? The 16th ranked Falcons in their home nest. But first, the Saints come marching in to Lynx territory. When we come back.
At Council Bluffs Savings Bank, our goal is to help you, your families, and your businesses grow and prosper for generations. We take pride in our community, whether it's volunteering our time or helping individuals, families, and businesses succeed. We provide you with the personal service and attention you deserve. With over 220 years of banking experience, decisions are made locally. We are Council Bluffs people operating at Council Bluffs Bank to help Council Bluffs be a better place to work and live. Council Bluffs Savings Bank, hometown banking, the way it used to be. Member FDIC.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
It's not his new group of friends. It's not the video games. It's not the neighborhood.
Mom, do I have to go to school today?
The biggest threat to your child's future could be you. Every day they miss, even in middle school, puts their graduation at risk.
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill, Meyer Woodring, family-owned funeral home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
Abraham Lincoln's enjoying a breakout season. The Saints looking to ruin it. That's right, the Lynx have won a couple of tournaments, win 10 games. And St. Albert, well, still trying to figure it out. Plus the fact that, as always, it's a city showdown. Here's IDUP TV student Michael Byland.
The Lynx enter the match 10-1, the Saints 5-5, but St. Albert's coming off a 6-1 victory over 13th ranked Harlan. The visitors take an early 1-0 lead. Abraham Lincoln's corner kick, Delaney Bolton gets a foot on it, but that one doesn't go. The Saints goalkeeper Caitlin Pierce there to make a great save. The sophomore looks a bit shaken up on the play. She would be fine. Later on, Maddie Winland right over the crossbar. Now it's the visitors' turn, looking to add to their lead just before half as J.C. Martin's attempt is just off the mark. Many fans from both teams enjoying the beautiful weather. Second half, Bolton gets tripped up in the box, penalty kick coming. Senior with a chance to tie things up. That one misses. AL had more opportunities than St. Albert, outshooting the visitors 18-7. Didn't matter for the Saints. Alexis McClung's penalty kick finds the back of the net. St. Albert runs away with the victory 2-0, handing Abraham Lincoln its second loss of the season.
It's huge from the standpoint that it's a city team. You know,
That's a big, huge thing. They make a big deal out of who's got the best team in the city.
You have the two captains, Mary and Emily. They're great. They are great hustlers. And then you have Jen also played defense. And then there's Fee, who never stops trying. And then there's the goalie, Kate, who had amazing saves tonight.
Since it's city games, we all kind of know each other, and we want to beat each other because it's our most rival teams because we're all from the same city, and it's just that title, city winners, and you're the championship through the city, so you're basically the best school in Council Bluffs.
I like how close we've gotten. I'm a freshman. I've only known these girls for a few months, but they're like my sisters now.
We got in behind their defense a number of times. I mean, we missed a penalty kick, we missed a couple fast breaks, we missed, a ball that, we were just one-on-one with an open net and hit it to the side. So, basically we need to figure out a way to get the ball in the back of the net.
We had to do some moving around at the beginning of the year. I had to shuffle some people here and there to get the right combination, but I think we're finally getting there.
With 2 straight wins over ranked opponents, St. Albert is batting over 500. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Michael Byland.
Thanks, Michael. Getting better or worse for AL, depending on how you look at it. Because after St. Albert comes the 9th-ranked 2A team in the state from Lewis Central. So yeah, it's another one of those bragging rights deals. Packed at City Park. Both Titans and Lynx fans out in full force. Abraham Lincoln hasn't beaten Lewis Central in 4 years. Now, Delaney Bolton gives the home team the lead 21 minutes in with her 59th career goal. The visitors and freshman Kelsey McSorley point blank. Each team with golden opportunities. AL's Brooke Harold breakaway won the Zip Lynx at the half. LC regroups, comes out strong after the break, but not before Abraham Lincoln hits the post. The Lynx, a chance at a 2-goal lead, and it's not to be. Lewis Central, 10 shots on goal. The cross, and Kaylee Putnam just rolls it in. 1-1 game, under 25 minutes left. 7 minutes later, the Titans' Claire Fleming just wipes out AL's Maddie Wendland. The home team, free kick. Lou O'Brien, far left post, and it's 2-1 Abraham Lincoln at the 17:20 mark. Less than 7 minutes to go in the game. The Lynx pressure once again, not once. Lou O'Brien. Right spot, right time. The junior with her second goal of the game. AL outscores Lewis Central 3-1.
Anytime you win a city game, it's going to be tough because everybody plays up for the city, no matter what your record is. And this was an excellent display of soccer out here today.
Tell me about that goal off that set piece. It was a thing of beauty.
To be honest, I'm surprised it went in. I thought the keeper had it, and it went in right through her fingertips, so it was pretty shocking it went in.
How are the girls taking it? A tough one to TJ, a tough one to AL.
It's, we got to think back to last year where we beat all those teams, and now it's our turn to feel some of that pain because it is painful. Every one of those girls, they know each other through club or other sports and all the rivalries that we've had. That it's hard when you lose that on either side.
It's been a magical run, a magical season so far for you guys. What do you say to that?
I think it definitely has. I mean, it's my senior year. I'm trying to make the best of it, and I really think that this team is great. And I don't know, it's a good feeling.
What has it been about this team, Coach?
I think it's the chemistry. I think the seniors they're a good group of seniors that aren't putting a lot of pressure on the underclassmen. They have expectations of everybody on the team, but at the same time, they're not making people afraid to make mistakes out on that field. They're letting people have fun.
Fun times for Abraham Lincoln. Andy Ruff and the Lynx, 0-3 against the city teams last year. Not so in 2014. Even so, Lewis Central still with a pretty good record. The Titans, 8-3. The Lynx, 11-2. And like I said, it's been a magical season for Abraham Lincoln so far. Now AL is off for 11 days before its next game. The 12th-ranked Yellow Jackets, 7-4. TJ loses a tough one in overtime at Heelan. Hey, remember when the Saints lost 5 in a row? Well, St. Albert is back in the rankings after winning 5 straight. What about football of the fall? Who's going to run the show? But next up, the guys get their kicks in as well after the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of athletes have relied on this team, Jenny Ed Sportsmed. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury, getting you back in the action. Jenny Ed Sportsmed partners with Neb Ortho, giving you consistent one-on-one care from diagnosis to rehab. And since every injury an athlete is different, they've even developed a sports injury clinic specifically designed for athletes. Jenny Ed Sportsmed.
NFC, AFC, offensive linemen, defensive tackles, quarterbacks, and cornerbacks are all working with United Way for a million little reasons. The kids of our communities, to ensure their academic success all the way to graduation day. You see, it takes about 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a kid becoming one or the other could be a professional athlete, or it could be you. Studies showed the earlier we get to kids, the better their chances. So become a United Way volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor, and make a difference in the life of a child, for the life of that child.
Give.
Advocate.
Volunteer. Live United. Join your favorite NFL players. Take the pledge. Go to unitedway.org.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. I'll teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Been a little bit of a rough go for both the St. Albert soccer teams. And as we've just seen the girls starting to put it together. So what about the boys? Well, the Falcons kicked off their season losing 2 of their first 3. But St. Albert's coming on. Won 4 of its last 6. And up next, a pretty tough nut to crack in Underwood. Windy afternoon for a showdown between the 16th-ranked Falcons and the number 14 Eagles. Senior Taylor Patton scores in the 2nd minute. 12 minutes later, St. Albert on the attack again. Colton McBride just punches one into the open net. The Falcons out quickly, 2-0. Home team with the wind in the first half. Numerous other scoring chances. Header, and it's wide. 8 shots on goal, most in the first 40 minutes. Sam Snead punched out. The Falcons a number of set pieces, but just can't finish. St. Albert with a 2-1 lead at the break. Second half, Underwood with the win. The visitors dominate. Jack Stearns free kick, and the keeper Barajas comes up big. One of his 12 saves and some spectacular. The Eagles 16 shots overall, and like their counterparts in the first half, just can't finish. St. Albert holds on to take it 2-1.
Yeah, a good win. We'll take it. But they dominated the second half. I don't know. You know, sometimes you get that early 2-0 lead and the kids just let down a little bit. It's not lack of numbers. It's not lack of heart. It's just lack of effort.
What does this win mean to you guys? You know, up and down a little bit all year, starting to put it together?
This helps a ton with them being ranked higher than us and them beating us the last 2 years. This is a huge win for us. We're so excited.
I know what that's like.
We could have played better. We had a lot of opportunities to score goals, but we didn't capitalize in the beginning of the game. And in the second half, we just weren't playing well at all. We didn't win any 50-50 balls in the first 15 minutes, and we started picking up at the end, but it was a tough win.
Get your heads up. Come on. Actually, we had 4 starters out last week with injuries. We just got them back today, and maybe that's part of it. You know, we got 3 with ankles. 1 kid's got an ACL. So new kids in different positions they haven't played before. Just getting used to that, but no excuse for not hustling. No, that's the main thing.
It's a work in progress. The Falcons run the record to 8-5. St. Albert's now won 3 in a row. The Birds, 3 games over 500. St. Albert's got to stay healthy. Thomas Jefferson having another banner season. The Jackets have won 3 in a row. Trouts Trainer 12-2. AL still winless. Lewis Central 2 better than that, but still some time to turn things around. Up next, our play of the week. Getting our kicks, but how? On the other side.
Jack Frost, you do have beautiful teeth.
My what?
Are they really as white as they say? Yes. Oh, they really do sparkle like freshly fallen snow. This is an excellent example of what teeth should look like. Check out the iridescence of that incisor, the beauty of that bicuspid, the magnificence of those molars. And the best way to achieve such terrific teeth is brushing. 2 minutes, twice a day. Not 30 seconds, not 1:45. 2 minutes. That's all it takes. They're beautiful.
Schedule your campus visit today. Iowa Western. The world is waiting.
That's low. That's low. Look, he's blushing. Seriously.
The football season will be here before you know it. And the Reavers here beating the Butler, set to battle all those bad boys from the Jayhawk Conference. And Iowa Western's going to do so with a new quarterback. Let me see, since I've been here. Jake Waters, Connor Brevard, step right up. Who's next? Now, Coach Stroh definitely has a QB quandary on his hands. Here's IWTV student Camille Kammerer.
Several players, one starting spot. First up for the white team, Tay Bender. Battling back from a shoulder injury, Bender was 6 for 6 for 78 yards and had 1 touchdown in the first quarter alone. As for the blue team, QB Najee Jackson threw 2 touchdown passes and was 10 for 13 for 109 yards. Reaver redshirt Zach Martin shared time with Bender and completed 5 of 11 passes for 65 yards along with an interception. And J.D. Colgett, the former Falcon, 7 of 12 for 59 yards for the blue team, sharing time with Jackson. I was lucky enough to spot a former Reaver out in the crowd.
Oh, it was good. They had a bunch of talent out here, and the coaches here are so good that they're going to get them where they need to be. But for the most part, I was pretty impressed.
Quarterback Tape Ender, how'd you feel out there?
I felt really good, comfortable. I'm still got some things I got to work on, but overall, I think for the spring game it was done pretty well.
I felt like I could have played better, but I just had to make plays with what was coming to me, what was given to me. But I feel like I did all right.
It was a lot of fun. It was fun to get back out there and get hit and be able to throw in live situations and be able to showcase what we've been practicing for 20 practices.
I think we all played okay today. Obviously, you can always get better.
Is it a tough fight for the spot next fall?
Yeah, tough fight. There's a lot of, as you can see today, there's a lot of talent at a lot of positions. So across the board, it's going to be a lot of competition. It's going to be fun.
Head coach Scott Strohmeyer tells me what he saw from the quarterbacks.
I thought the guys really played well today. Tate took the first team reps, and Zach took the second team reps with our first group, and Najee made some plays. JD made some throws. We showed some signs of how we might utilize some guys, and we got some playmakers for sure.
The fight for the #1 spot continues until the fall. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Camille Kammer.
Thanks, Camille. From football to baseball, the 7th-ranked Reavers, one weekend series away from the promised land. Iowa Western just laps the field and wins the regional tournament. The first one's always the toughest. Look that way for Mark Reardon Company. Held off Marshalltown 9-8. Then eliminate the host school and #1 seed as the Reavers shut out the Hills. Iowa Western then wins its 10th straight regional title as the Reavers outslug M-Town again, this time 14-4. Next up for the perennial regional champs at 48-10, Iowa Western hosts the Northern District Tournament. Now it runs May 16th through the 18th. Reardon and the gang, one weekend away from going back to the JUCO World Series. Now, it's time for our Play of the Week, brought to you by Buena Vista University. Lewis Central, Abraham Lincoln, another knockdown, drag-out affair. Tie game, second half. Not anymore. Lou O'Brien lights it up for the Lynx. The junior adds another goal just minutes later. AL's Lou O'Brien with our Play of the Week. The Play of the Week is brought to you by Buena Vista University. Face-to-face classes start every 8 weeks, right here in Council Bluffs. Once again, just as quickly as this show begins, it's over. And we had a little bit of everything, from some bling-bling to some soccer king and queens. Throw in some football, come singing in with a little baseball, and what do you got? The BSZ in all its glory. And so, for this latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.